Now, I bet you still ain't got to those New Year's resolutions that you set in January. I'm just playing, girl. You're good. And you wanna know why? Because spring is here. This is the real time for New Year's resolutions, okay? We need to be moving with the seasons. Think about it. In the winter, everything dies off. So the energy that we usually get from our earth is at a minimum. We're seeing the sun way less than usual. We didn't have daylight savings, which means that the sun is out even less. That would make anybody unproductive. And it definitely don't mean that it's a good time to be trying to start new goals and new habits and things like that. And don't get me wrong, winter is a happy time, but it is also a busy time. And it is really a time for recouping, reflection, rest, and preparing for the actual season for new beginnings, which is spring. And by preparing for the new season and preparation, I mean recouping all of that time, energy, and if you're anything like me, money that was spent during all of those holiday seasons. So yes, y'all, spring is the real season of action. Nature is blooming again, and we should be blooming too. Like, yeah, we get a little bit of rain, but we get a lot more sun than in the winter time. We get a lot more energy. All of the plants are coming back alive and giving us that energy from the earth once again, okay? We get the spring forward, so the day is starting much earlier, and we get the sun for a lot longer in the evening time, which will make us more productive during that time. Okay, y'all, so today I'm gonna be showing y'all how I'm gonna be doing my spring reset, and I'm gonna do it by category, you know, categories of life. And I'm gonna be doing it on a piece of paper, because call me old if you want to, but I am a pencil and paper girly. And a matter of fact, let me put my glasses on, because I'm gonna be writing this down. Okay, y'all, so let's get started. The first thing that we want to do on this list is definitely gonna be decluttering. Okay, and that's because we need to go ahead and make space for the new things that we want to bring into our life this season. We can't just start piling stuff on and piling stuff on. We have to declutter all the stuff that we want to get rid of first. And so for me, physically, in the physical realm, it is going to be my wardrobe. Y'all go ahead and donate some of that old stuff that you got that you need to get rid of. Go ahead and donate some of those old shoes, some of those old clothes, okay, so that you can fill that closet, because you know you going shopping, because summertime is coming up. And rightfully so, you should be shopping, okay? You need to be shopping for the new season. So go ahead and declutter that stuff. And then for me, it's also gonna be my kitchen. And that's because, y'all, I just moved recently and I brought a bunch of my old stuff here until I can get new stuff. And some of that stuff gotta go so I can get some new stuff. And then also my office area. Y'all, it is so, like I said, I brought a bunch of my old stuff, and a lot of that stuff, it's just time for it to go. It's getting real crowded over there. And then my patio, y'all, same thing. Same thing. Because all that old stuff, whatever I didn't want in this house, I put on that patio. Okay, and then a big one, y'all, under my bathroom cabinet. Because I have so much old hair stuff and hair supplies in there, like stuff that I don't even use in my hair no more. Okay, that stuff gotta go. So yeah, figure out what those things are for you that you need to declutter. And that's on the physical side. Now I would say when it comes to like declutter in your mind, that's gonna be a little bit harder to do. Because it may require like some therapy, or just like getting something off your chest, going and apologizing to some people that you need to apologize to, you know, making some amends if that's something that you need to do, or just letting stuff go. Maybe go to the beach and, you know, write down everything that's been holding you back and set it on fire. Sounds extreme, but I'm dead ass. I'm dead serious. Sounds extreme, but I'm dead serious. Okay, y'all, so number 2 is going to be organizing. Because, yeah, once you declutter, once you start throwing stuff away, it's going to be much easier for you to organize. And it's going to be easier for the step after this, because you won't be doing a bunch of unnecessary stuff. The organization will already be done, and you will have made space for whatever it is that you want to bring forward. And let me tell y'all, for me, this list is going to be exactly the same, because I feel like everything else in here, honestly, this is almost everything, but everything else is pretty much okay. You want to organize that stuff. You want it to feel fresh, feel good, feel put together. And I said that it's going to make the next step easier because the next step, of course, is going to be deep spring cleaning. Okay? Wiping stuff down, getting stuff out the way. And I don't know about y'all, but when I was younger, my mom used to wake me and my siblings up every single Sunday morning, blasting old school music, getting us ready to clean her house, okay? And when I say clean her house, I mean sweeping and mopping and using all of the cleaning products that you could think of, wiping stuff down, scrubbing stuff, getting on our hands and our knees, okay? And for me, I would typically get like the bathroom or the kitchen, but I would honestly prefer the bathroom. Like even with it being the most unsanitary place in the house, I would rather clean up that bathroom. I mean, under the toilet, inside the toilet, getting in the tub and scrubbing that tub. Because, you know, back in the day, we didn't have like all those long scrubbers and stuff that we got now to clean our bathtubs and electric scrubbers and stuff. I'm on my hands and knees, scrubbing that tub, making sure I'm getting every ring, every piece of dirt. Okay, I would rather do that than clean that kitchen because something about washing the dishes just don't sit right with me. I don't know if it's because I started washing the dishes so young or what, but I just hate washing dishes. So anyway, yeah, that's what we used to do. But let me tell y'all, the spring cleaning that she wanted us to do, oh baby, that Sunday cleaning don't got nothing on the spring cleaning because while we're doing all of that stuff too, we're also scrubbing the walls, scrubbing blinds, washing down her windows. We cleaning the baseboards of the floor, getting on our hands and knees. I mean, we moving couches. We moving the couch cushions and cleaning out inside the couch. We doing everything. We're moving our rooms around. We're decluttering. Like we're doing like the stuff that we're gonna be doing. We're decluttering, getting rid of old clothes, getting rid of old shoes. We are. And I do want to point out that like this really was like a time for new beginnings for us because every time we moved our room around, it just felt so new and so different. So I'm not moving my room around this time. I'm not doing it because I just moved in here. But you should consider it. You should consider it. It definitely feels different. And I don't really need to make no list for this part because yeah, there's no need for that. There's no need for that because it's going to be the whole entire house. We know what we need to spring clean. Everything. Matter of fact, that's what I'm going to put on the list. Everything. Right? Everything. And we're going to call that phase 1. This is the daunting phase. You know, don't nobody want to clean up, declutter, throw stuff away and let stuff go. Don't nobody want to do all of that. But we have to. We got to make space for the new things in our life. So let it set as something exciting for you. And in phase 2, this is where the fun begins, y'all. We're going to start with number 4. And that's going to be goal setting, right? And y'all, in this video, I'm only going to put the categories of, you know, my life that I want to actually set goals for. Because I'm going to be doing another video on setting goals for the quarter, which is, you know, this season of spring, April, May, and June, using the 12-week year method after this video. And that's the way that I'm going to really break my goals and my action plan down. So in this video, I'm only going to do like my categories. And, you know, feel free to go ahead and, you know, get deeper into your stuff, like if that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get that done right now. If that's what you, like, if you're feeling it, go ahead and get it down. Or you can wait for me to come up with that video if you want to use the 12-week year method. Which, girl, we're supposed to be getting more done in 12 weeks than people do in 12 months. Okay? And I'm not going to lie. I've done it before, and it does work. So I'm very excited to do that. So yeah, go ahead and get your categories down. So for me, it's going to be finances. For one, that's number 1. My fitness and health, of course. And then family time, because I feel like I haven't been prioritizing that. I went to go see my family recently, and when I had to leave them, my brother said bye to me, and the way he said it just made me feel so sad. I almost cried when I left. And that just let me know right there that I was not spending enough time with them, because they live about an hour away, and I typically don't like doing the drive, but I can do the drive to go see them. That's just me being selfish. And then, of course, I have YouTube, because y'all see where I'm at. Y'all see what I'm doing. Y'all see what I'm on. I got some goals for that too. And then personal growth, because I know I like to read. I like to keep up on what I learned about self-growth so that I can come back and share that with y'all. And then of course, self-care, because none of this get done if I ain't taking care of myself. So I really do want to prioritize self-care as I go through these goals and not just make it all about the money or all about everything for everybody else. It really does need to be, I need to take care of myself or nothing will get done. So yeah, these are my categories. You can write down your categories, break down your categories, and then start writing your goals for them if you feel like it right now. Or like I said, you can wait. And then number 5 is going to be the action plan to achieve these goals. Okay, I forgot y'all to write. This is going to be phase 2. And y'all, please excuse my handwriting. It's really much better than this, but I'm just trying to, get it down quickly for y'all, okay? Okay, so we want the action plan for each category we chose, right? The action plan is going to be broken down for each category. This is also where you can consider your time constraints and your overall capacity. And it may even result in you like tweaking some of the goals that you have a little bit just to make them a little more realistic, which is okay, which is what you want, because we do not want to be putting way too much on our plate so we burn out and now spring ain't what spring was supposed to be for us. And again, y'all, I'm simply just going to be adding my categories here again. These may be some, some categories that you consider. And maybe not. Maybe you got some completely different categories. Girl, that is your life. Okay, so y'all, since I only did my categories, I will go ahead and give y'all like an example of how the action plan will go along with the goals. So like for instance, one of my goals is not to overspend for the next quarter. And so my action plan would be to get rid of the bad habit of spending frivolously without looking at my budget, and budgeting monthly and checking it weekly and comparing my spending. So really tracking my spending. So the tracking my spending and budgeting monthly will be a part of my action plan to reach the goal of not overspending for the quarter. Okay. And that's like the kind of thing that you want to do. Like once you break your goals down and kind of figure out, okay, but what actions will help me get to this goal? That's what you want to figure out. That's what this part is all about, right? The action plan. What action will help me achieve each goal? And like I said, y'all, you got to make sure that you're within your own time constraints. Make sure that you're not overbooking a day. Make sure you're not trying to throw everything on that to-do list. Okay, you don't need to do all of that. And like I said, I'll go much deeper into my action plan and how I'm going to plan it out. And I'm going to do it just like this, y'all. I'm going to write everything out. I'm going to do it just like this. And I'm going to be using the 12-week year method. So don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications if you want to check that out in a couple of days. Okay, y'all, now it's time for those New Year's resolutions. Okay, now is the time. Now is the time to declutter your life and organize it and spring clean everything. Girls, start fresh. It's gonna be like starting with a fresh slate. Then you start setting your goals, and then you create an action plan, and you make sure that you are not overwhelming yourself, that you are not overdoing it. So yes, y'all, take this reset. This is actually the perfect time, the perfect weekend for us to buckle down and get this stuff done, because April 1st is right on Tuesday. April 1st is right around the corner, and that is the first day of the new quarter. The first day of spring was a couple days ago, but the first day of the quarter is going to be April 1st, because we go in April, May, and June for the second quarter. So you are right on time to get stuff on track, and I will be making sure to get that next video out before the start of April 1st, so that way you guys can go ahead and jump on the 12 week year with me, where we're supposed to be getting more done in 12 weeks than people do in 12 months. All right, y'all, like I said before, take what applies to you and leave what does not. I hope this helps somebody out there. I hope that y'all getting on this journey, y'all getting back on track, y'all setting up that spring, y'all setting up those New Year's resolutions at the right time. And I love y'all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.